AFC game today. Broncos and Patriots, man. I'm looking forward to it. Wanted to break down some of the keys of the game and also do kind of an informal Patriots SPICEU for the second time. One-on-one ISO matchups are going to be the big key. Gronk one-on-one, mixing in coverage, disguising coverage. The Patriots put your safeties and linebackers in some real fucked up positions, man. They're the best team I've ever seen. I broke them down before in terms of taking what their players do well, route running, winning, going up for the ball, and pre-snap putting them in positions to win. They line up in trips gun the vast majority of the game against KC. This is really all they did. Gronk is going to be in that slot alignment. They can go empty with that running back out, motion them back in. So as you see in this play here, they motion the running back in from empty, which leaves Gronk one-on-one up top. Marcus Peters is up there on him. That's not really. It's a favorable matchup, but at the same time, it's not really uh, a complete mismatch. So what they do is once they get Peters on him, they go to the other side. Basically, what them lining up in that formation and doing that motion and running the trips allowed them to do is get Edelman one-on-one with D Ford, which is a big win. So they're just tinkering with one-on-one matchups. Here you go. Here, wanted to break this down. This basically shows how crazy it is when Edelman is running that man-to-man option route. It's pretty impossible to stop. I'll be honest with you. When they have him in the slot one on one, this zig route here, he's got the option to hook it up, go out, go in, come back out, and look what he does to Marcus Peters once they put him actually over Edelman, which left Gronk with a mismatch on the other side. Actually, they come back and actually this is one of the rare times that they line up in a 2-by-2. But as you can see, they're just fucking with the defense. Gronk looks like he's gonna go out. They check him back in. Then they go to a snugs alignment. So you don't know as a defense who's guarding who at this particular point almost. Where the best matchup is, and then they go as far. They do cross the field motions. Bring actually Ron. They got Ron Parker matched up on Amendola, which is a mismatch. And as you can see, they run a mesh with kind of a pick that could have been a huge play, but they were forced to. The defense already was fucked pre-snap, but then they're forced to switch to where they had Tyvon Branch actually going with Edelman once they crossed. So as you can see, as a defense, you really don't. There's not really much you can do to completely control who's guarding who. And the Patriots knew that they were going to get man-to-man the vast majority of the game. This is easy. Stock man-to-man, not disguising your coverages, and just playing one defense, not mixing up, is not going to work. Here you go. They come back in that same trips Patriot alignment with actually Amendola's at the bottom now in that tight alignment. And basically they're going to motion the running back out. That leaves Branch one-on-one with Edelman. Another big win. So they're basically putting your safeties and linebackers in positions to be in a mismatch here. One thing that they do a lot of, they, when Gronk is outside, he can run that fade, he can run a slant, he can run a hitch, he can run the hitch and go, and he scores there. You gotta, and that's against Sean Smith, one of the best big corners in the game. Here they come back back out in that gun Patriots trips, shift Gronk out, and then they're actually gonna put the running back in the slot here. You still got that same trips up top, motioning Gronk out, put him on a. Actually, it's a mismatch every time he's out there, but I believe that was against Tyvon Branch. They tried to leave Peters on the other side with Smith, and that's another mismatch here. They're gonna come in that same alignment, but they're gonna motion Edelman over, which would have left Gronk one-on-one with either a safety or a backer there. They really fuck with you. They exploit the middle of the field in two-way goes and alignment. Here they come back in that same gun Patriots trips formation, and Brady is going to check with Gronk. If he likes the matchup, he's going to split him out, especially in the red zone. Here he's going against Eric Berry, runs the hitch and go. Easy touchdown there again. So you got to be able to have safeties and linebackers that can cover, and you got to really mix the defense up. And I think the Broncos do a really good job of that. They don't run just stock man all game. You can hardly almost even tell what they're in half the time. This play here is key because it's a keep Talib against Martavis Bryant. And I believe when the Patriots come out in that gun, Patriot trips tight end flex formation, you're going to see Talib pretty much shadowing Gronk just to simplify things, which is going to leave other people with some favorable matchups. But Talib plays the ball real well, so that's probably gonna be a big win for the Broncos, an advantage to have a big corner who can actually go up for the football and defend. Here, this is what the Broncos look like in man. Chris Harris actually had a very hard time guarding Sammy Coates, and Chris Harris is a Pro Bowl corner. That route concept was pretty crazy, by the way. If you look at it, it looked like switch, but it was actually a smash concept. Here is one thing I think the Patriots are going to do is attack Bradley Roby. Uh, he's very aggressive, as is Talib. They're going to bite on some of those double moves. There you see he bit on the out and broke coverage. And as you can see here, Roby does the same thing. The Broncos are going to play a lot more zone than the Chiefs did. But if you can't do this against the Patriots, here you can see Roby bust coverage again, just being a little bit too aggressive. I think it comes down to the Broncos um, mixing in their coverages, which they do a good job of here. As you can see, the Steelers try to do that yo-yo motion and try to create a matchup, see what the coverage is, but it doesn't tell them anything because it was still zone. Um, I think the option routes are really going to be tough for the Broncos to defend in zone. Here, Chris Harris in the slot against Marcus Wheaton. That's going to be a big matchup. Him in the slot versus Amendola and Edelman. And then here you can see they're going to try the same yo-yo motion, and it looks like man-to-man. Chris Harris goes with him. It's an indicator against KC, but against Denver, it's not. They're going to drop back into a zone, and that's going to be the key, is to disguise coverage like this. Who you guys got in the game today, man? I think it's going to be a good one. I'm going to go with the Patriots 27-24.